Let's
and
get
better.
into let's get into some of the details of this one. And I mentioned to you, maybe it was before we started, that I kind of avoided them for years. I mean, I got 10 of them a week. People were begging me to come on, and the way many of them were run was that, yeah, they came after me because I had a big email list, and then I ethically actually promoted the thing. But then all the other speakers were like, "Oh man, we can just suck off of the other guy's list, and we won't really promote." And I had really a super big name guy, say, "I'll promote, yeah, I'll do it," and then he promoted to like 1/100th of his list and said, "Well, I did promote it, but I could only promote it to this little thing." So I was asking Derek about that, because you got to be careful who you put on these, because they'll just suck rather than contribute.
Yeah. Yep.
That was the
That's
one thing.
true. And I'll tell you, I mean, I've never had 100% performance.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, there's always somebody, whether they forget or they just ghost you. But to me, but I am super conscious of that. Like, I don't invite anybody back if they're not going to,
Right, of course.
help out. And it's okay if something came up or you told me ahead of time, hey, Ray, I've got this other thing going right then. I'm like, well, I still want the content. But if it's kind of like, where there's interaction and then you disappear,
Yeah,
or
that's
you
just
ghost me,
not
then it's
right.
like, well, okay.
All right. All
Uh,
right. Now, the other thing, that the reason I put an email out today, said this is the best summit I've ever been part of. And for one very specific reason, all of them had good content and good people and so forth, but you had to get up early and sit there all day, like 3 or 4 days in a row. And who's got that kind of time? Right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you have your structured a different way. Tell them about it.
Well, for one, we want a global audience, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
get somebody in Australia shouldn't have to get up at 2 in the morning to watch these live streams or whatever they are. What we do is we release that day's video on demand, and you go and you pick. And the other thing is if you've been in a live event, it's like, okay, what should I do for these two other sessions until I get to the one I want?
Yeah,
I can go have
exactly.
lunch, or I can go sit there and listen, or I can go chat in the back and annoy people, whatever. And so here it is, like you can watch them in the order you want. So basically, we release them on demand. That day's page shows up. It's available for 48 hours. You can watch them whatever order you want, any time of day you want for those 48 hours. And so everybody around the world's got 48 hours to watch them. It's not only 12 hours or during the middle of the night for the other side
Mm-hmm.
of the world.
Yeah, so that's the first one I've been on like that, and that's just awesome. And then the other thing I was wondering about is, I think yeah, I got a lot of stuff going, Ray. So I haven't paid 100% attention to this thing, but I thought I saw where a speaker can give a digital bonus, and it would be delivered automatically. Is that true?
Yeah, so in this case, it's really easy we're using Thrivecart as the
Mm-hmm.
affiliate platform, and there's basically just a pull down menu in when you log into your affiliate console, and it just says you want to add a bonus to people who buy through your link, and then you can either put a link to whatever that bonus is in there. Thrivecart will deliver it to them, so they buy through if they buy through your affiliate link, it also gives them an email with that
Mm-hmm.
whatever pieces, which is why for a few years now, I've been adding my courses. Thrivecart now has a course platform since about a year ago. And I've been adding my courses there so that I can just quickly, because then if they're on the Thrivecart platform, I can also just connect to a course and say, hey, if you buy through mine, you're also going to get this other course of
Mm-hmm.
mine that I got out there.
Nice. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so you just make it as automated as possible because I'll tell you, I mean, as you know, one of the things is like we've pulled back. We used to send you this 10-page document. Here's your instructions for the affiliates. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I
You
said,
know,
I barely could pay attention to it with the brief version.
right. That should be cut down to, I mean, really, it should be, and I've made notes of this is, hey, here's there's a section that has bullet points. Here's some of the ideas you're going to learn, some of the bullet points about the talks. and here's a list of other people on it. That's all I should probably put out there. Let everybody craft their own emails. But some people like to